Find the following polynomial function. We have a polynomial function. We're going to find the degree of the polynomial, all the x-intercepts, and the y-intercept. First of all, let's look at the degree. In some problems, you may have to rearrange the polynomial if the highest exponent is not first. But in this case, we don't have to worry about that. The highest exponent is 2. So the degree of the polynomial is 2. The x-intercepts. Let's look at the x-intercept. How do we find x-intercept? We let y equal to 0. So here we're going to put a 0. So we have 0 is equal to x squared minus 9x plus 20. We're going to have to remember how to factor on this one. This one is basic factoring because we have a 1 coefficient with the x squared. So what we're basically trying to find is two numbers. When you multiply them, you get 20. And when you add those two numbers, you get a negative 9. So what do we have here? To get a 9, we know 5 times 4, and that's the times. I'll correct that in just a minute. But notice, this is the multiplication side, so how can you get a plus here? When you multiply negative times a negative, or if you multiply a positive times a positive. Once you see that, if you go to the middle section here, that's the addition side. We know that both of those to choose negative times negative. So negative times negative give me 20, and when I add two negatives, I get a negative. So now all I have to do is just say negative x minus a negative 4 and x minus 5. Because of the zero property theorem, I can set both of these equal to 0 and solve. So x is equal to 4, x minus 5 equals 0, x is equal to 5. So it touches the x-axis at 5 and 4. The y-intercept, let x equal to 0. Let's go back up here to the original. X squared minus 9x plus 20. If I put a 0 here, we still have 0. 0 plus 20. So at 20, we will have a y-intercept where it touches the y-axis.